Yeah.
I'm here harvesting with Harvesting San Diego. We're taking food that's otherwise rotting on the tree and falling on the ground, and we're bringing it to folks who wouldn't otherwise be able to afford this food, which isn't only fresh, delicious oranges, but is locally grown, is pesticide-free. This is stuff that's super expensive in grocery stores that people don't often have the luxury of eating, even though it's the most basic food. It's so nutritious, it's so amazing and delicious, and we're getting it to people at zero cost. Wednesday is our community distribution day, so that's when we distribute about 60 families on average now. That's when we'll try and push most of it out. And if we don't get it out, then we'll keep it until the end of the week and probably donate it to other agencies in City Heights.
We're associated now with the San Diego Roots Sustainable Food Project, and they have a really good web presence. They've got a good website, and they do a lot of outreach educational programs. There's actually a couple other, in the last year since we started, a couple other organizations that are really expanding. And we're sort of creating a little collaborative where we've got somebody in East County, we're going to get some people up in North County.
Since I've been involved, we've done a lot of harvests out in East County. Often there are calls or emails from people who are like, I have one big grapefruit tree, I live in North Park, and it'll just take one trip with volunteers, whereas somewhere like this where we have 20 or more trees, this we could come back to over and over.
Like we had a guy up in Escondido, he just had a whole bunch of extra oranges, and he had about 25 orange trees that he let us pick. We got over 2,000 pounds over the course of a couple weeks. We've also done a little bit of door-to-door where we knock on people's doors. If you see a tree that's obviously got more fruit than a family of 4 could possibly eat. Usually people either have a plan for it or they're really happy to let us come and harvest it when it's ready.
It's hard for pantries, especially those that are volunteer operated, to keep food moving in and out so that they don't have to deal with a ton of waste. They don't have good systems to deal with all this waste. Also, there's just not really good produce that's being donated. So I think that we're actually pretty unique in that most of the food we distribute is fresh.
Most of this land was orchards at some point. So people are now homeowners and don't really want to spend the time to take care of the trees or harvest the fruit. So there's a lot of extra food in the area. It's kind of neat to see that there are more people who are both willing to donate and willing to do the harvesting and distributing it, because the food banks need as much help as they can get right now getting especially the fresh produce like this.
There's a lot of fruit that's going to waste, a lot of also good fresh vegetables in people's gardens that they might not be using fast enough, and we would always love donations of that.